Welcome everyone to the PYRESWAP show, and this is another turtleneck you guys haven't seen before, and this color is called avocado, by the way. And as we continue turtleneck season through winter, but Beefy Finance, and I believe that like the Beefy Finance is also obviously a project that is probably starving for like DeFi to come back, because otherwise, what would be the point of Beefy Finance? Does that make sense? And I'm not saying anything bad about them because I was a fan of them for a long time. But when I was in a direct message with Beefy Finance, and they basically told me that I needed to come to Malaysia to this after party to like network with them, and I was like, I was just trying to see about vaults, but the way that our Genesis code is written is like it's not the same way that integrates with the with Beefy vaults. Does that make sense? So it's not a, it's a little bit incongruent, but not a big deal, not a big deal. But anyways, that's not a big problem. And welcome everyone to the PYRESWAP show. I'm glad to have you with us. Today is Wisdom Wednesday, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue the theme from before, and we're gonna post how to tell when to sell on Twitter. Are you guys ready? And can you guys hear me in general chat? Can I get an audio check? Is there any proof that you guys can hear me? Okay, thank you. Thank you for this. So, by the way, guys, all indications show that how to tell when to sell actually works. The only problem is that Twitter is mad about how good it works. So, therefore, it's likely we're going to have to pay for ads. We're going to have to pay them in some way. We're going to have to either figure out a way to bundle that content to be a little bit more Twitter packaged. But either way, I want you guys to understand something, that like every solution with it brings with it another problem, and like nothing about this website so far implies that this is like the wrong direction. Because if you guys weren't aware, we are going to build learnpyreswap.com, which is going to be like more videos. So it'll be like 5 to 10 more videos, probably like 6 to start off with, or 4 to start off with. And the goal here, by the way, the goal here is to give people just what they need to come to the PYRESWAP epiphany. Does that make sense? We basically want to give people one at a time what they need to understand in order to come to the epiphany about how PYRESWAP works. So it probably will take 5 more videos that are probably about 5 minutes in length. 5 to 10 minutes in length. It could be longer than 10 minutes, but I think it'll be shorter this time because we don't need to tell them how to tell when to sell. You know, you need to kind of like really drive the emotive storytelling up front. And I think that when they're finally on Learn PYRESWAP, it doesn't need to be as emotive, even though you still want to bundle a bit of storytelling into the way that you convey your messaging. Does that make sense to everybody? Damn, that really is a nice turtleneck. I'm just looking at it on my screen, sorry. Okay, anyways, I wanted to go over, because everyone wants to know, the next course of action for me. So I'm probably submitting the Twitter Ambassador Program System to the people that are working on it today. Then we're gonna give them like some time to like look it over and ask questions, which is gonna be like tomorrow, like Q&A. And then Friday morning, we have another meeting, and that'll probably be the official launch of the completely unbottlenecked Twitter Ambassador Program / system. So that way it'll be like I'm completely out of it, and our marketing, our promotion on Twitter will just scale exponentially without me needing to have my fucking finger on everything. Does that make sense? Which allows me to free up more time to do things like build learnpyreswap.com, which, by the way, there is an advantage to talking to people on the same platform they're on. Trigger Happy was saying that I need to make sure that I'm doing Twitter Spaces, because pulling people from Twitter to Discord might have a higher frictional ramp. Does that make sense? People might be more reluctant to switch to a different app. And generally speaking, this is true, even though it is possible to just move past that as well. In fact, it looks like it might still be working. Who knows? But point being is, when we finally go on the YouTube marathon, which you guys have heard me talk about, if we build learnpyreswap.com ahead of time, guess what? As soon as we go on these 20 to 40 YouTube interviews, I can literally say, hey, if you guys go to learnpyreswap.com, you can get 6 more YouTube videos that will explain to you everything you need to know about this project, right? So you're gonna meet people at the format of content that they already show a preference to. Does that make sense? Because when you switch platform, there is a bit of drop off, but that doesn't mean it's a 0% conversion, right? Like you still get people to come over. But again, an advantage of learnpyreswap.com is you can promote it on YouTube, which again helps me leverage that. So more on that later. Let's now go to Twitter on screen share. Are you guys ready for Twitter on screen share? Yes. Okay. So guys, amazing news, huge milestone. We have finally figured out how to log into my Twitter on the screen sharing profile. Does that make sense? Amazing stuff, right? Some people said we would never get here, but we did. Anyways, okay. Let me refresh and see what's happening for you. What's a meme coin that will do this? First of all, I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much, Power Producer. Yeah, that is the type of enthusiasm that you know has to be genuine. But yeah, legitimately, this right here is engagement farming. You see there's like, this is 2,000 replies here in 22 hours. Name a meme coin that's going to 100x. Which meme coin should I buy? Which meme coin? They're just engagement farming. The way to actually do it is keep scrolling down. See you at $28, I guess. So this is exit liquidity 9,000. Do I actually know who this is? Do I follow this guy? Well, he's got 11,000 followers. And how old ago? This was December 10th. Okay. I want to try to pick something that was written today. I also don't want to, by the way, I kind of don't want to do this on Phantom, AVAX, or BNB threads. Does that make sense? Right? Because it's like, I don't want to shill PYRESWAP on a thread where it's like AVAX holders and I'm trying to be like, so when do we sell? Because like they, you guys know what I'm saying? Like I want to say, because AVAX, BNB, and Phantom, they're still our tokens. Do you guys know what I mean? But granted, we're cool with them selling Pyre Phantom and Pyre AVAX and Pyre BNB, but that's a paradigm shift that maybe not all of them are ready to do yet. But anyways, I like this one. Are people in crypto happy? That was something I was not expecting to see. What's the solution? Thanks, Justin. This is the exact same copy and paste content that I mean, never mind. Okay. Okay, here we go. Bobo. There we go. How December 9th. Damn. I'm not getting anything. Let me look for. Should I search for a fucking hashtag? Ripple appeals for XRP backed stablecoin. Whatever that means. Well, this is 7 hours old. So legitimately, I'm going to ask 130,000 things. Okay. I'm not going to do it like... All right. Okay, Pepe meme. Perfect. Granted, like we already know, like guys, we already know that Twitter doesn't like us posting this, but I'm still gonna post it once every day, all 3 of them, because otherwise you don't have data. You guys know what I mean? Okay, here's Rect Capital, 2 hours. Talking about Bitcoin? Yeah, you bet I'm gonna fucking reply to this one. Cha-ching. All right. We have a notification. Somebody already like me. This is what's his name? Okay, fantastic. And we're done. Yeah, you can put me back on the main screen. Legitimately, you guys, I'm always trying to, even though we've confirmed two things. We've confirmed that when Twitter does not suppress these links, they do get traffic. We've also confirmed that Twitter is suppressing these links. So a couple workarounds are we pay for ads, which is fine. We effectively can automate the engagement with these posts. And 3 is that we can, in fact, create an automated account that you tag in the post that will then reply to the thread with some of the text content fed in like a thread. Do you guys know what I mean? Like fed in a reply thread. Because that way it'll be like, do you want to know what Martin Zweig's secret was? Check out the link in our bio, right? And who fucking knows? But the point being here is that I think, as opposed to building all that automation, I think it would make better sense for data if we just started paying for some ads. Do you guys know what I mean? Twitter supposedly has really high click-through rates. So since we are a click-through page, it'll make sense for us to run it as an ad. Now, before we run it as an ad, I will probably need to change the thumbnail. Because if you guys remember me saying this, we have that thumbnail image on purpose so it doesn't look like an ad. But if we sponsor a post on Twitter, would you guys agree that it becomes an obvious ad? If you see it on Twitter and it says sponsored. Okay, so therefore, if we're going to basically take the mask off and let people know we're an ad, we might as well just change the whole thumbnail. Now, the content of the website would be the same, but we would just change the image that we upload in the ad. Make sense, everybody? Do you guys get me? Okay. Anyways. Yeah, do you guys have any questions? I'm just glad that I got on the stream today to write those 3 comments. It seems like, when we first posted the announcement on Friday, we had like 13 people join the Discord in like 24 hours. And then it stagnated, which isn't because people stopped posting it, right? It's because Twitter started suppressing it. And in my mind, I think it's bullish if Twitter started suppressing it because it means that Twitter figured out that this was actually collecting traffic, right? Because they want to starve you out of what you want so they can charge you money for it. Because that really is what they do. It's traffic is their business model. And therefore, we can probably pay to play. But anyways, which is fine. Because arguably, like letting, it is quite likely that, let's put it this way. Assuming no bots, the conversion rate of the page How to Tell When to Sell seems to be between 5 to 10%. What that means is for every 10 to 20 clicks, somebody actually joins the Discord. Does that make sense to you guys? And if that's the case, I think Twitter's like price per click is like 38 cents right now. So what that means is you can get 3 clicks for $1. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Say roughly 3 clicks for $1. So if we have 30 clicks per $10, right? So that actually be 90 clicks. So it'd be 90 clicks across 3 websites, right? So if we were just doing data and we had 90 clicks per day, in theory, that means what? 4 to 8 people daily. Make sense? Now here's the thing about that. 4 to 8 daily does not necessarily sound like a goddamn stampede, right? But it'll be from this 4 to 8 daily that we figure out, like let's say we have 6 times 7. So if we have 42 people showing up weekly from running this ad, does that make sense? How many of these 42 people actually engage in chat? Like, do we think actually buys a token, et cetera, et cetera? And arguably, as soon as we have some type of math on that, why wouldn't we just jump the ad budget up to $100 a day, right? Until we go completely bankrupt? Because then we would have 40 to 80 people joining a day, right? Right? If we had 40 to 80 people joining a day, this Discord, you guys would be creaming your jeans. Correct? The last thing I see in the Discord is 100% you're damn right. So yeah, if there was 40 to 80 people joining a day and they weren't bots, remember. So some of the stuff I've seen is that Twitter has bots, but what I've also seen is that Twitter has done a purge of bots. So we're gonna test it on a smaller budget first, but if we start seeing actual numbers come through, this is another reason to film the videos for learnPYRESWAP.com, because they help with the whole trail of breadcrumbs thing. Because just because somebody joins the Discord doesn't mean they know what to do next. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Thank you, Trigger Happy. Does that make sense? If we have 90 clicks a day, maybe it's cheaper than that, you know? Oh, and by the way, guys, when we run an ad, I want you to know something. When we run an ad, we can actually make a much more accurate audience. Does that make sense? So instead of me commenting into replies of Murad, right, meme coin Murad, what would I do? I would probably pick like 10 to 15 crypto accounts that are more likely smarter. Does that make sense? Like, I'm just being honest. Smarter, okay? So let's think about it. Like, we're talking about like Miles Deutscher, right? Miles D, maybe the Defiant. Does that make sense? Maybe Woonomics. What's his name? I can never remember the guy's name. It's Crypto Pragmatism. Crypto Prag. Does that make sense to you guys? Or even like large DeFi protocols, right? Like we could do Aave. Does that make sense? Do you guys get what I'm saying? Like a large EVM DeFi protocol would probably be a great audience, right? So fucking Balancer, the original Balancer would be probably a good one. Like anything that's Frax, right? I have no idea how big Frax is. Let me check. Frax Finance they got 95,000. That's not terrible. What else they got? Let's see. Aave. Yeah, this is 600,000 followers. Yeah, this is probably a great one to fucking pick, to be honest. Yeah, well, you guys get it, right? So you get Aave. Let's see, what type of engagement does Aave get here? 4 minutes ago, and it got 2. Well, it's okay. It's getting fucking views for sure. Anyways, yeah, you guys get what I'm saying. So instead of us posting in the meme coin world, we can literally just target DeFi people. Make sense? So like Woonomics, Crypto Prag, we can probably pick Aave, stuff like that. I guess maybe Frax is not big enough here, but I would probably still add Frax, to be honest. But yeah, we can pick slightly brainier, and that way the audience that it targets will be like heavily specific to like what we're looking for. Yeah, exactly, Seabiscuit. Yeah, I probably will pick Frax. Like, I mean, I was hoping Frax would be slightly bigger, because in my mind, I was like, I'll just pick accounts over 100,000. Frax just happens to have 95,000. So like, I'm trying to figure out whether or not I'm going to be autistically insistent about the 100K threshold. Or, again, Seabiscuit, I'm thinking about like, what are DeFi projects that are on EVM chains that arguably have like large followings? Maybe Beefy Finance. Maybe Beefy Finance is one, right? Beefy, right? Beefy Finance has 200,000 followers. So again, Beefy Finance could be one, right? I would say arguably Beefy might be a great one. Does that make sense to you guys? Yeah, let's see. What does Beefy get on a tweet? Okay, this was December 4th. Okay, this was an hour ago. Oh, they have Compound. Okay. This could actually, we could go to Compound as well. Yep. Well, actually, this one is only 2,600. I'm not even gonna. Okay, who knows? Yeah. Anyways, what meme coin are we missing on Beefy? How the mighty have fallen. Engagement farming. Okay, guys. Oh, Balaji. Perfect. Yeah, Balaji. That's the fucking, that's the Brainiacs. Man, I should not be recording talking about these people. Yeah, Balaji. But yeah, Balaji is on the list of like crypto IQ list, I guess. Does that make sense? Okay. I guess Vitalik would be too, right? Vitalik, Balaji, Miles Deutscher, Willy Woo, I guess. Possibly Arthur Hayes. I don't know. Okay, I'll figure out how to really dial it in later. You know, I realized that, all right, no big deal. Okay, who has a question? Who has a question? And thank you to everybody tuning in on Twitch and or Kick and or etc. Shout out to Facundo Martin for reposting my supply. Oh, fantastic! This guy's from DeFi Kingdoms. Okay, I didn't even know that. This is a guy who's trying to be our Twitter ambassador, and yeah, he might just be a good pick. The Twitter ambassador program, by the way, I'm hours away from I guess you could say sending it, full sending it. Okay, this is some content that I wanted to go over like a month ago, or like a year ago, and this right here is the dynamics and demographics of U.S. household crypto asset use. Now, guys, I want you to know something. Today would normally be Wisdom Wednesday, and I think that I've just been so laser focused on finishing what I need to finish for PYRESWAP that we're probably just going to be doing you guys get it? Okay, fantastic. Okay. Most crypto users made their first transactions during spikes in crypto asset prices. I want you guys to know something here. So like right here, this right here is like a heavily steep like transaction funnel. Does that make sense? Because it means that most crypto users, like their first transaction was bad. Do you guys understand? So like when we talk about like marketing and like the friction of funnels and stuff like that, I want you guys to understand that crypto in general, like projects where people's first transaction they come in, it's quite often like the worst possible time to buy. Does that make sense? What we can do at PYRESWAP is if we do in fact engender people that are new to crypto, it's arguably a great time to buy. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Because quite often people are buying Bitcoin at the top, right? Or they're buying meme coins the minute they finally see them getting shilled by their favorite musician, right? Usage of crypto is broader and deeper for men, Asian individuals, and younger individuals with higher incomes, okay? Crypto holdings for most individuals are relatively small, great. Then there's implications. You also want to know about implications. Most individuals who transferred money to crypto accounts did so when crypto asset prices were significantly higher than recent levels. And those with lower incomes likely made purchases at elevated prices. Fuck, man. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see number 4 here? Can you guys see my screen? I have never been so. Most individuals, yeah, thank you, my power producer. Most individuals who transferred money to crypto accounts did so when crypto asset prices were significantly higher than recent levels, and those with lower incomes likely made purchases at elevated prices relative to higher earners. Meaning, poorer people buy at shittier times. Do you guys get it? Which, by the way, is kind of like the running theme throughout all of reality. But most crypto users made their first transactions. Users of crypto is broader and deeper. Again, it's the exact same thing. Rising from a cumulative 3% prior to 2020 to 13% as of June 2022. So the background check is how they track the crypto-related flows. Wow, okay. This research relies on de-identified data on Chase checking account transactions. So by the way, guys, if you wanted to know what your Chase bank account does with your data, is that it puts your demographic data and sells it to JP Morgan Chase, which is really the same blog that we're doing that. Does that make sense? They de-identify it. So basically what they did is they figured out, you know, we count transfers to crypto brokers as flows into, and vice versa for transfers from those in the Chase accounts. So our main analytical sample for this report, by the way, yeah. Holy shit, okay. So these surges in the crypto user base coincide with significant spikes in Bitcoin prices. This is data from 2.5 years ago. The intensity of transfer activity at certain points in time, correlated with price movements, suggests herd-like behavior driving a notable share of individuals' overall transactions with crypto accounts. Investors using traditional investment accounts exhibit similar dynamics. Inflows are stronger just after significant increases, but crypto transactions have been more concentrated. Do you guys understand this? I want to really... I should fucking tweet this. You know what I mean? This is actually good content for Twitter. Now that Pyre Producer has talked me into to posting, being logged on Twitter here, this would make a really good screenshot. Yeah. This is kind of... All right. Throw an emoji on there. You know. What do you think would be a good one here? How about that one? Good old thinking emoji. Yep. Click post. Feel it when it happens? Yeah. Yep. Well, do you guys get it? Like legitimately, I want you guys to know though. I want you guys to know, like, the amount of people that are like in this bucket of people who are eligible to move their money to crypto. One, they have to have spare money to move to crypto. And then two, they have to have not been burned before. Do you guys get it? Granted, like I'm not bearish on our own ability to do this. Does that make sense? Because by the way, we're even going to be making for learnPyReswap.com a video where we teach people how to load up a MetaMask for the first time. So we will be making it as spoon-fed as we need. And consistent with crypto assets being a new entrant to the retail investment landscape, in our sample, the ratio of transfer to crypto accounts to money flowing back into was 2-to-1 from 2017 to 2022. Do you guys understand that? So this is something that you can this is something that is bullish and bearish. Do you guys get it? Because if it's what that means is for every $2 flowing into crypto, into Web3, only one flows out. Now, do you guys know how like crypto, not only do the highs keep getting higher for Bitcoin, but the lows keep getting higher too? Have you guys heard of that before? Well, anyways, you can kind of see the implication there, because for every $2 going into crypto, only one of them like ever comes back out. So bullish that crypto is growing, but you guys have to think about it. Like, I think most people who are entering crypto through their Chase bank accounts also have this story in their head where they're also leaving crypto back to their Chase bank account. Does that make sense to you guys? Like, that is their intended journey. Would you guys agree? So, like, do you guys remember us talking a month ago about how, like, the user base of crypto inside the United States does not appear to have grown much since 2021, even though Bitcoin was already at like 75K at that point? Anyways, however, the relative flows had shifted to nearly balanced, interesting, after the declines in Bitcoin prices as transfers to crypto assets fell and outflows remained elevated. So what that meant is that during crypto winter, it's just like the outflow, right? So, hey, who knows? The trend in crypto flows also tracks dynamics of household savings. Now that's important. By the way, guys, if that might be the biggest alpha you've ever gotten on a PYRESWAP show. Do you guys know that you can track household savings? So what that means is the trend in crypto flows tracks dynamics of household savings. Are you guys listening to me? So if we went to Google and we went to USA household savings chart. Oh, look at that, man. That's literally Fred. Ooh, okay. This is new. Interesting. And you know what's interesting? That, like, okay, you can see that it's going up, and maybe it went up. Maybe it's going up higher. Was September like the sad month? Sad? Yeah, it was sad September, right? Everybody was sad in September, right? Okay, so here was sad September, right? I think in the early parts of 2024, right? Do you remember like last year in December, like AVAX was fucking doing inscriptions and stuff, and there was like a whole bunch of this kind of like nonsense popping up? Granted, these numbers right here, they look like they're vastly different, but this is like 4.4 and this is like 5.4. Do you guys see how like the fucking chart here is it's exaggerated? Do you guys see the exaggeration? Anyways, point being, Chase Bank has told you that household savings is what tracks with crypto inflows and outflows. Something to keep in mind. Okay, for most of the past several years, retail investor outflows far exceeded inflows. But the net direction of transfers became more balanced. But that means the net direction of transfers. That still doesn't mean the net amount. But anyways, okay. So you can see that these are crypto outflows, which I don't really understand, like flows to and from. Okay. Okay. They are talking to an outflow, meaning it's like flowing out of Chase Bank. Does that make sense? When I first saw this chart, I didn't understand. The plot tracks the rolling weekly volume of crypto transfers measured relative to the average weekly level of take-home income across the sample time period for the active set of individuals with crypto or investment account involvement. Do you guys see this right here? Yeah. Fascinating. Fascinating stuff. So as Bitcoin prices this gray number here, crypto outflows, this is the amount of money going into Bitcoin, which kind of makes sense. You can see that right here, these people fucking lost money. Right there, just really right at the top. These people here, kind of unclear. Who knows what they're trying here? I'm kind of not really blown away by this. Men are about twice as likely to have transferred money into or out of crypto accounts. So there you go. 2 to 1 men to women. So I think somebody said it was 60-40. I mean, it's not the farthest thing away, but it does seem to be that women and men right here, you can look right here, it seems to be about double, I guess. Kind of hard to say. Not really that surprising. Okay. There's ethnic data here, or racial data here. I don't really know what else to see here. If you want to look at this, I guess I could just tweet this. Yeah, let's. If you guys actually want to see this, here, I'll reply to myself. Okay. Anyways. Okay. You guys are not really in the mood for Market Monday stuff, are you? Here on Wednesday. Point being is, I definitely wanted to at least go through this data because we had it sitting up here for a week and a half. If it's all the same to you guys, then I'm gonna go and finish the Twitter ambassador and the Twitter ambassador program and system. Does anybody have any objection to me just ending the show here, since you guys are apparently in a food coma and nobody seems to be that enthused about my avocado-colored turtleneck? Yeah, there's no questions, clearly, right? Not seeing the belt buckle? Oh yeah, is it blinding? This, do you know what it says, Seabiscuit? It says Prada, too. It says Prada. Like, not on top of it is it like, it looks like it's fucking Texas, like obnoxious, but it's also like, technically a very, very New York company, if that makes sense. Yep, exactly. I used to wear a different belt buckle, but like, to be honest, like, some sort of thing broke. I don't fucking know. This watch broke too, which was meant to match it, but I'm still wearing the watch. Anyways, have you guys seen our new short form content that's basically phenomenal, Seabiscuit? Well, we're halfway there. Anyways, something else we might do. Yeah, wherever Dr. Mac. Yeah, it's on TikTok and IG and YouTube possibly as well. So something that we're going to do, we're going to try this out. We're going to take 24 episodes of the PYRESWAP show. We're going to put them in a loop, right? Maybe we'll do 25 episodes just to keep it out of sync. And we're going to make a PYRESWAP marathon channel on Twitch so that there's going to be a permanent... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. If you guys haven't seen our Instagram, it's right here. Instagram.com/PYRESWAP. We have about 16 followers, which is nice. 37 posts. You can see that this is a... Oh, shit. We got 709 views on this one. See, I didn't even know that. Okay, so we got 700 views over here. It's... Instagram is always a surprise. Yeah, these videos, like the videos and how much and the success they have is always a let's just say it's interesting. It's interesting data. Like this one will be 200, this one will be 48. This, you know what I mean? Okay, well we got 700 videos off this explosive thing. But point being, yeah, I'm not going to actually play any of the vids. But yeah, if you guys want to see the vids, go to PYRESWAP, Instagram.com/PYRESWAP. But on Twitch, we're going to take, for those of you who don't know, we have like all of the local files for the show here on the production computer. Does that make sense to you guys? So we're going to make a gigantic file, and it's going to be like 25 episodes in a row, and we're going to stream it to Twitch 24/7, and it's gonna be like basically like a PYRESWAP marathon channel. Does that make sense? Yeah, we're gonna just try it out. We'll see what happens. Additionally, more of the content that we have on our. Okay, do you guys have any questions? Because I will again. We're here about, I don't know, 2/3 through our normal time, but I don't feel the need to drag this out if you guys are also like passively listening today. And I could go finish a document that the project desperately needs me to finish so we can ascend to the next level. Yeah, okay. So everybody just wants me to get back to work, so I'm just going to go, I'm going to go get the pickaxe and fucking, grind through this. All right, any questions? Yeah. Again, you know what the alpha was? Household savings rate. Yeah, I will never forget that again. Yeah, I'm going to start citing that every episode just to sound smart. Remember, guys, we're going to check the household savings rate. We'll probably start doing that every Monday. Just, again, we're going to take a quick glance at the household savings rate and see what it tells us about crypto prices. Everybody have a great... I'll wait for PYRESWAP to finish here. Okay, everybody have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow for Thankful Thursday. And I'll probably have more amazing news to literally blast into your face.